What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with a bang today, guys, with the review of the upcoming Jordan 9 Olive. The Jordan 9 Olive so far is set to release on November 16th for a retail price point of $210. So keep that in mind. Now, this is the fourth time we've seen the Jordan 9 return in this olive colorway. And personally, based upon the images I've seen over the years from the other three versions, the original being in 1993, then in 2002, then in 2012, now in 2024. This one is trying to, I guess, capture that original OG essence. There are some stark differences from previous versions. One in particular is all based on the leather itself, and the leather being a little bit more matte on this particular pair and tumbled compared to like the previous 2012 pair that was a more shiny, flat, just no grain. It looked like someone, you've seen the movie with Men in Black where he pulled his damn skin back and it was just super slick, like kind of like that.
Is that leather?
But with that being said, I really do like this particular pair. This pair is so much that I'm going to get rid of the 2012 pair. Why? Because I just don't need two pairs, and I like this one a little bit more. And I have the 2012 pair here just to show you guys some of the differences that you can see right off the rip. And you can obviously see this one is a little bit more shiny, even a little bit more, I would say, like this one's more matte, so it has a more faded look compared to this pair. And for the most part, the olives are pretty spot on, but it's more closer to a brown. Now, I know people say like, they think of olive, they think of like, you know, green, right? I get it, I thought the same. But it says black/true red light olive. That is the colorway. And if you want me to tell you, yes, it is like a brown when you look at it. But it is also, if you look at it in a different perspective, it's like an olive, what you think that green, but very, very dark. So look, man, they make the colorways, I just say it, but it is more like a brown. It's like a black and brown shoe overall. Some of the main differences of this pair compared to the previous pair being in 2012, I don't have the original, so I can't give you that, is that there's differences as far as in the lacings, like the laces are thicker on this new pair, the tongue is thicker, the overall, this cushioning system is thicker. This feels way more durable, it feels way more, it's better quality overall. Even looking from this standpoint, like this, the top, you can tell like the tongue is also just very plush. It's a way more plush sneaker for the most part, but everything else is pretty much that of its original essence. Now, the olive is an original Jordan 9 colorway that released back when Jordan was playing. Now, particularly though the 9, these dropped and Jordan did not play in this particular shoe on the court, on the basketball court, because at the time when this shoe did release, he was playing, but not for the Bulls. He was playing for the Barons. He was in the MLB and the minor league in particular, the Birmingham Barons, which was the minor league team for the White Sox, Chicago White Sox. But he did play in a Jordan 9 with baseball cleats. So he did play in the Jordan 9, but in a cleated version, not in the basketball version that we've seen here. And the Jordan 9 from, it's been so long, 1993, like I was literally 2 years old, right? But that was right then when he had retired, but there are pictures of Jordan like in a basketball court sitting wearing them. So it was intentionally made to be a basketball shoe, but it was seen more so in the baseball sport for Jordan, you know, because he was playing during that time. So, and for Tinker, who designed the Jordan 9, he designed the Jordan 9 not knowing that Jordan was going to, you know, retire. The shoe was inspired by a lot of Asian culture, and it was also a shoe that kind of showed the fact that Jordan became this international athlete. Hence why on the bottom, there's a lot of different languages. You got Japanese, you got Russia, you got French, you got German, Spanish, as well as Swahili, that is all featured on this shoe right here. The words dedicated, intense, and sport being featured in different type of languages on the shoe, as well as a world print, as you can see right here. Supposedly they said it's the globe behind it. Is that, they're talking about on the back of the heel. So this shoe was pretty much showing Jordan's becoming an international athlete, becoming an athlete outside the US. And also the fact that he left, the Jordan 9 showed that the brand itself was bigger than the athlete. kind of crazy to say, but you got to think about it even now. Like, the brand has overseeded the athlete. People still wear the shoe even though Jordan's not on the court. When Jordan left and was no longer on the court, basketball fans as well as other athletes still played in the Jordan 9. Penny Hardaway had a Jordan 9 PE. So we saw that being worn by other people, and it showed that the Jordan 9 could continue on, and showed that later on with the 10, the same exact way, Scottie Pippen wearing the 10 and telling Jordan, come on back. But this shoe itself, in my opinion, very nice, added to the collection, going to be added to the collection. $210 is a lot of money, of course. We are, like, it's an issue, you know, it's obvious it's an issue. How this shoe will release overall, I'm kind of curious if it's going to sell out, if it's going to flatline. That part doesn't really matter, but it is a pick and choose type of ordeal. You got the Jordan 14 black toes, and you got these both coming in November, both at $210. The prices are only getting steeper and steeper and steeper, and I hate to be the person that gives you reviews and tell you like the price is getting crazy, but I'm still buying it. But at the same time, a lot of these shoes, like for instance, I'll probably sell this sneaker for $100, $150. Who knows how much I can get for it. I'm gonna get some bread back. So when I go and buy this one, I'm not gonna be paying the exact $210. So like, there's strategy at the end of the day on how I move about selling shoes and buying new ones. It's kind of like a revolving door. Same thing with the black toes. I got those old pairs. I might sell them for $100, $150. Somebody will take them, and then I go get the new pair for $210, and there you go. I'm not paying the same price I once did. So it's a give or take. So I'm not saying they're worth $210, but I'm gonna make what I gotta do to get these in particular, because this is a shoe, a classic that I needed to add to the arsenal. It comes in the box, which is a 1995 box, I wanna say. I've mentioned before, this is not the box that it was in. Or I think it's a 94, 95 box. This is not the original box it was in, but it is an old school retro box. The box says black/true red light olive. I think I already mentioned that, and it's a size 8.5, and it fits true to size. I love this part because it is a inner sock booty, which we've seen with like Charles Barkley's. They don't work well. This shoe you can get in and out easy for the most part, but that sock, that inner booty, it definitely gives you a great overall lockdown with the shoe. I feel like this shoe being, even though it's a 30-year-old shoe, yes, 30-year-old, damn, it's still a great basketball shoe. It's still a shoe that gives you a lot of comfort. The high top, it works. It still works even though we are so far ahead in the basketball shoe technology. It still works to this day. I still be comfortable playing in a basketball shoe like this. So, you know, to each his own. And it's very creative what Tinker did with all the designs on the outsole of the Jordan 9, but it still has that overall, traction on the court, on and off the court. That is because, you know, wherever you at, this has great traction overall, but it still has a very impressive design, and it doesn't lose that traction along with it. So yeah, guys, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all, and I want to say thank y'all for this opportunity, as always, just being a content creator and giving you guys something. Hopefully you guys take something in every single day. And yeah, man, we got some big things coming very soon. I know we'll talk more about it later. I know we've been doing a lot of stuff in the studio, but we're gonna have some big updates coming down the pipeline, moving in near the beginning of November. Big things coming for sample as well, so stay tuned with that. We got some things popping, panties dropping nonstop. And I'm gonna end you guys and girls off with our full review, and I love y'all.